I like this as well. Empire grabbing the MP, Afterlife. He, again, is one of his strongest on the offlane. And opening up with that one as well. We've seen, I think it was banned out in one of the games as well.
I believe, in
Empire
fact,
banned it.
Yeah, the last game, Empire banned it, I believe, as one of their first bans, keeping it away from Secret. But this time, they get to snatch it, which means the enchant is still open. Does Secret snatch it for themselves? I mean, it almost felt like maybe Empire was doing it just to secure it for themselves away from Secret to a certain extent.
Right.
Does Secret now answer, say, yeah, you're right, this is your mistake?
I mean, Mal, if you're Secret, do you think, again, you do take that RTZ Invoker early? Because he's been having great performances on it. I don't think you can falter his Invoker this
No, I don't think R2 has been the weak link by any stretch.
No.
I don't think there's been a weak link.
No.
It's, you know, these games were so close. I don't think the Invoker was the problem. So I think that's a solid pickup. But last time around they got it on the third pick, so they might be get greedy again. I think Chopra raised a valid point in picking up the Enchantress. We know Poppy is so very good at playing and executing on heroes like Enchantress and Chen. So why not? That's one of the things you gotta ask yourself. Why not, Poppy? Why not take? Nope. Okay.
Nope.
That Beastmaster Wyvern. Why not?
All right. Yeah, again, why not? I mean, Beastmaster has been that top priority. We've seen it time and time again throughout even just day 2 here.
And the Ench again.
Yeah, so then
the Ench again.
It's the third game in a row from the Poshka.
There's just really no predicting Poppy's mindset. Like, I might as well just give up, right?
Yeah, I mean, Empire has been, you could say, somewhat predictable, right? That doesn't mean it's bad, but it's been pretty predictable. And once again, they're practicing very highly. But Puppy, I mean, he's coming in with his very own plan, which, you know, is, again, we talked about it earlier. You can't fault him. I mean, he has that history for a reason. So he's coming in with a plan of his own. Beast and Winter Wyvern coming in.
So he picks this Winter Wyvern with a plan, right? He knows he's gonna pick up a pick later on in time that would benefit a lot from it. At the same time, he realizes that the Enchantress is gonna be the second pick.
Yeah.
Unless they went for the Puck, which I think they could have. So the thing is now, Nature's Prophet and Enchantress, whichever target the Winter Wyvern chooses to keep alive, those two heroes won't be able to do any damage to them while they are under the protection of the spell. I can't remember the name of that.
Winter's Curse.
Winter's Curse.
Winter's Curse.
Thank you.
All right, well.
This is, I mean, again, you know, Ramses, I was talking at the start of the series, both games, the Jara game, the Spectre game, amazing performances from this guy. And as a keeper, he's only a kid, he's only like 17, and this man, he turns up, and he plays against Secret, and he gives us some of the best carry performances I feel that we've seen this tournament.
I'm pretty interested to see if we're going to see a hero we don't typically see. I mean, there's so many heroes that these guys want to ban. Is there a possibility that we could see somebody kind of rare these days in this draft, you think?
I mean, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Poppy bans the Puck.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to raise that question. Does he maybe even take the risk this time being like, hey, last time we banned just the Puck, so this time we're going to ban just Spectre, see how that pans out?
That's what I'm wondering. If you take away the Spec, are you still scared of the Puck?
Oh, there's always a reason to be scared of the Puck with him.
I mean, last time you guys almost made it sound like that was the one to be more scared of, the Puck. I mean, just because of how strong he is on that hero, but also the versatility that the hero brings, whereas Spectre, I mean, sure, annoying, but you kind of know what to expect coming out of that. I mean, we'll see. Again, it's hard to read the mind of someone like Puppy, but I think it's okay. He's gonna play it safe. He's gonna play it safe. All right.
No messing around with
Our job is still secure. we got one prediction right.
I mean, their life is on the line here. I mean, sure, you can say that, hey, we're going to take this chance to really try what we can, see how we learn to adapt in the land setting. But at the same time, I mean, when you're about to get eliminated with the expectation that lies on a team like this, and you want to play in front of a crowd like this one more time, you can't take any chances. So now, the picks, what do these first 2 picks lead into for Secret?
It's very ballsy of them to pick up this Winter Wyvern, considering how little success it's had and how it's not highly regarded by either side. So it's one of these keeping it alive strats again.
Okay. The Wisp comes out.
We saw this yesterday, and it wasn't very successful. I thought for a second that they were gonna pick up that game because of the strength of the Naga Siren in the late game, but Empire just proved me wrong and ran over them with the Puck and the Spectre as soon as they got into the late to mid game. So.
So what's a hero that we'll be seeing most likely with this IO? I mean, IO has certain heroes that he always likes to run with. I mean, could we be seeing a Sven? Could we be seeing a Tiny?
I'm trying to think what the Secret would. I mean, OD is still in the pool for our tour. Do you think there's any chance that
I think the OD
will come out? Because, I mean, you know, Winter's Curse, you're not doing the damage, but you're still stealing the intel.
Okay. I mean, the Invoker is out, right? So we're going to have to see something different.
Right.
On the other hand, Empire must know this, right? They watched the game earlier. They knew they were going to go up against one of the two teams playing between Secret and eHome, so they must know.
But where do the mind games end, Jacob? They know everything.
That's why I don't even want to try and predict what he's thinking right now, because like I'm going through my list of Arteezy and internal envy heroes, and there's like the OD is the obvious one, which I assume that Empire will know and then ban out. So going down the list, Ember doesn't really combo with Wisp.
Not particularly.
Do you think that maybe Ramses could be looking at getting an Ember Spirit this game against the lineup so far from the side of Secret? He plays a very, very good Ember Spirit.
It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. It's hard for, well, Wisp at least to be particularly useful against him.
Okay.
Disruptor, okay, yeah.
I like this pickup.
Yeah, a classic counter, you know, to the Wisp. You send somebody back and then you trap somebody else, so it's good stuff there, but I'm super interested to see what Team Secret is going to pair with that bad boy.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like Empire was trying to figure that out too, being like, hey, is there anything we can take away now, just kind of block that? It seems like they're going to go first for just the more better-known counter straight for IO. And
I mean, if they want the OD, they need to pick it up now, right?
For Secret.
Yeah.
Surely, yeah.
I mean, is that the plan, though?
Oh, they're taking their sweet time. Does he have a plan? That is my question.
That's actually the secret, is that they don't have a plan.
The secret is you don't know what the heck you're doing, so you just pick whatever.
If we don't know what we're doing, they definitely
On the topic of keeping everything alive, it's a core Omni Knight, isn't it?
Oh my God, if it was a core Omni Knight, I'd have to step down. I'd have a heart attack. But, whew, they are taking their time. 45 seconds left. The team discusses what could it be.
You can tell he hasn't made up his mind. I loved watching the player cams when the drafts are going.
it's interesting for a lot of teams.
You know, there's the OD.
Okay. It's such a safe thing.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's obvious, you know what you can do with it. You know what your strengths are. Just because they know it's coming doesn't mean that you're going to lose with it, right? I mean, you're good at what you were good at.
I like this as well. We saw in the last game, you know, Scandal bringing the Nyx Assassin to the mid game, and he did a great job against Arteezy Invoker. This time it's going to be against Arteezy OD, and again, it's against that Intel matchup. I mean, I get strong matchup for the Nyx Assassin. He can do all right against this hero.
I mean, the laning phase is going to be difficult, but later on in the game, obviously, through mana burn, it's great.
Oh yeah, classic counter, right? That's the classic pub counter. Max mana burn and you're good. That's one dead OD if you can catch him without a BKB. Good luck. All right, we're gonna ban out the spin there, and we have one more ban. No Phantom Lancer. That's an interesting ban coming out.
So there's a Slug in the pool. There's obviously the Ember Spirit, but
What is it gonna be?
What are we missing here? What do we need for this?
I don't know. I
We
think
need
that, like
enemies,
this Winter Wyvern pickup is it just strictly for the Nature's Prophet and the Enchantress? You know, it's good at keeping the summons at bay, obviously nullifying the damage coming out from them through Winter's Curse.
I mean, maybe, right? You saw the Nature's Prophet come out first, and like you said, most likely expected that Enchantress and felt that that was already value enough to secure that pickup and maybe, you know, block out any further picks coming from Empire. Kind of having to force them to change their route a little bit.
What does he do? I mean, as you said, Ember Spirit's still here, but I mean, Disruptor, you know, they've got ways to deal with that themselves. Kind of makes you wonder if, you know, Empire trying to force Secret into a position where they can't really feel confident in picking it, and maybe then Empire will come in as the final one. Live Stealer.
Okay.
I hope Blitz is watching, because whenever we sit and play and scrim with vegetables, I always suggest, why don't we try out the Lifestealer against Enchantress? Because he rages and then Untouchable doesn't work against him.
But this, I mean, surely.
And he just laughs at me. He scoffs at me and he's like, you're so stupid, Jacob. So now I can just be like, well, Puppy thinks that I'm A-okay.
And that's a good backing to have.
I think so.
I mean, Ramses Ember Spirit here. I mean, what are you doing in terms of lockdown on the side of Secret? You're relying on what the two ults?
Oh, true.
Yeah.
You can kite the Lifestealer. You've already got set up, you know, you've got the global pick-off of Nyx and, you know, NP looking for action around the map. You get good timing on the bots, you can jump in.
Yeah. I have to agree with you, Owen. They're certainly lacking a decent amount of lockdown. We could be seeing an Ember coming out right here.
Empire making their...
Oh, the Slug.
Okay.
Someone else that deals well against the lineup that hasn't got a lot of lockdown.
All right, well, the Slark, being left open gets picked up. Lifestealer and Slark, the last picks. It is the last game of day 2. It is the last game to find out who takes that one spot left in the semifinals. Will it be Empire or will it be Secret? And the winner of this goes up against Team Liquid. So even if you win this, you've got a long trip. You've got to continue towards that trophy. But first, you stand in each other's way. Game number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone at home, everyone here in Manila, it's just one more game, so let's keep that energy out. It's just one more game that we're here to watch. And then we get to rest and come back for more Dota tomorrow. Casters, take us to find out who wins, Secret or Empire.
Who wants to rest? Who wants to go home? Definitely not me. Game number 1 was a beauty. Game number 2 was Bloom and Marvelous. Game number 3 is now out of the box as far as we see like picks coming out. I don't know if you guys were expecting this, but this doesn't look like a standard Secret lineup when you start looking at a Lifestealer pickup.
And even outside of the lifesteal, like, yeah, Pilot Eye is known for being a good Wisp player, but that's not really been a go-to Secret strategy at all of late. So for Secret, they're really pulling something different out here in the Game 3 decider.
Think about it, 3 heroes relocating. Invest into the relocating.
King R, he's close, but he's not close enough. And in fact, it's actually going to be Maposhka. He'll be the first one. Aslan Prison allows for the setup. Secret, they go for a surround, and then they will most definitely touch that Enchantress into the grave. Down very early on, they'll clean up one of the treants as well, which make it very difficult for Team Empire to keep that vision up. And this will ensure bottom room for Team Secret. They actually go for more here?
Actually, more importantly, they want to get the wards down against the Enchantress.
Yep. There's so many Enchantress camps, so you can go to that Secret shop now as well, though.
Okay, so for laning, guys, let's start talking about our laning. Like, we've seen Lifestealers run dual off lanes earlier today. Are you okay just leaving Universe by himself on that bot lane? Or should Puppey stay close to him and hold his hand?
I think Highlighter probably will be rotating between the mid and the off lane. He's going to be like roaming around trying to help out wherever lane he can.
I was meant to have this.
If anything, it's Envy on that safe lane Lifestealer who perhaps won't get all that much support. He can at least hold his own as far as just having the lifesteal to kind of sustain himself, so should be at least in an alright position to trade farm with the Nature's Prophet.
Puppey should be up there with him, like, to make sure that the Prophet doesn't get too much done in the laning phase, and Paladin will be roaming around alone.
And you look at Empire, though, as far as their roaming, you've got Enchantress who can pick up creep, smoke around, and then Nature's Prophet TP, and it feels like Empire do have a lot more options as far as the early game aggression goes compared to Team Secret.
Talk about early game aggression, the best creep already for Enchantress.
Oh, we've already got Hadouken. Yeah, we do.
Yep.
And this is the same time
he's
as
got the golems as well, which is another great early game aggression creep if he wants to grab it.
Now, this bottom lane, they are not, like, Team Secret are getting up in the face. They're using boring combination with Io just to try and do as much damage as possible and keep King R down. He's only got 2 tangos to really consume, as no, Arteez doesn't have anything to follow this up. He still doesn't have an orb attack available. But the fact that Universe is then also getting up his face, Pilot Eye will then just start to regenerate. And they both come up. So you try and slow down the farm of Ramses, or at least keep it away from the farm that Eternal Envy is able to achieve up on that top lane, which currently looks really good. Team Secret have the top 3 CSs.
This is like the weakness of the Slug at the laning phase. He's not as great as other heroes and other cores, so he's going to struggle against this lane until the Enchantress decides to move around, and here he comes.
Oh, here she arrives, Pilot Eye. Well, let's had a blast, hit so hard, and with a Thunder Strike, the damage is unbelievable. However, they do not get the Centaur stop until Glimpse back into the perfect stun timing, pouncing forward. Team Secret, say goodbye to your duel off lane.
He was moving the Centaur back before the Glimpse was even cast. That teamwork and coordination from Empire is just sick there.
This is what we expect from them. This is what we saw on day number 1. And I was really worried that we wouldn't get to see it on day number 2. We've seen Team Empire have troubles when they turn to LAN events. Things just don't work. The wheels come off, but this car is still running very smoothly.
That rotation was so important to help Ramses in his laning phase, and right now he's going to be able to get his level 3, level 4, has his Foemanship and boots. So the lane has become much better for the Slug here.
Okay, let's look towards the timing of Team Secret. Now, we've had some wonderful clanny kind of plays with the Lifestealer previously. Do we look to see, again, some kind of ancient manipulation from Envy? Is he the type of player that would go for this Black Dragon kind of thing?
And he has to, I think, because look at their lineup. Everyone is going to be farming a lot. Like the other heroes are going to be farming a lot, and you can't really wait for the Beastmaster to reach level 6 if he's having a very bad early game. So you need to rely on someone else, which is the Lifestealer. getting his level 6 so he can actually run around with his Ancients.
And with Empire, they are going to be fighting a ton. They're going to be TPing the Nature's Prophet around, who already almost has his phase boots up. Enchantress, we've already seen the first gank, and the second likely to be coming soon. So if you're someone in Envy's position, I don't think you can just sit top lane farming, because that's what OD is going to be doing mid. That's what Beastmaster will need to be doing in the jungle with an Iron Talon to get his level 6. So this is almost reminiscent of like the secret games yesterday when they played against Empire, where they just had too many kind of greedy cores that didn't get enough done. So they can try and salvage that perhaps with Lifestealer using that kind of Ancient Infest trick.
So maybe the other time we should be looking at is Team Empire's timing. Like, it's a whole bunch of greedy cores, which means you want to have a hell of a lot of space. When does the Nyx, Slark, and Prophet really start making a play? Do you even really have a play? Like, that early TP for an Nature's Prophet normally will allow you to get a kill, but where's your setup coming? Disruptor and Enchantress? Currently, they've looked at the bottom lane. Yes, they brought down the dual lane, but they also gave away the first blood. And it was the off-laner that you killed off. Can you slow down these two big cores of Team Secret? Can you stop the Ancient Curse, which you know is coming?
I think they definitely can fight. They're going to look to, I mean, for one, like you see now, don't let Arteezy get any runes. Like, you should be able to control the map at this stage of the game. Enchantress will set the tempo as far as smoking around. You can even bring the Disruptive if you want. And the Nature's Prophet is pretty much ready to start TPing and fighting now. To me, their timing is like the next 5 minutes of this game.
It's like they're taking turns. Right now, Enchantress is helping them get into shape, and once Nyx level 6, Nyx is going to move like with the Arcane Boots. And then after that, it'll be the Slark moving when he has level 7, level 8. He's going to, like, the way you want to play Slark is you occupy the enemy jungle, you farm their jungle, and you leave the safe lane for your teammates. So everyone gets much more farm.
Well, your Nyx is going to have level 6 now. This creep wave is underneath the tower. He is in like absolute safety. And Afterlife just retreats. He's got his phase boots up and running. So we could also look for a small opening in a moment. And Universe has his level 5. Everyone's leveling quite nicely. The only one who's a little bit behind for Team Secret. Oh, hello. Golem stuns, but there's no follow-up. The IO's right behind it, and he's the one which isn't leveling well. But he's got Bottle, so does he really care that much?
His job is pretty much to prevent these ganks from happening from Enchantress and Nature's Prophet. Be there ready to heal up a teammate who gets initiated on, or at least scout out potential smoke rotations from Enchantress. So pretty much just playing that ultra defensive, sit behind your carry kind of support right now.
It's kind of brutal though, because you see the difference in levels. Like, it's a full level between the supports. Okay, maybe this helps out. When Puppy will come to the middle lane, Scandal. Oh, Spy Carapace still only level 1, and they're throwing down the wall. They need more damage, and they will be able to hit up the hill. Even the Prophet, he TP'd into the middle of this. RT's already stolen 30 intelligence. He's willing and ready to fight. Now, if they find themselves another kill, Envy's going to pop himself back out. The damage, the spill damage, almost killed off the Disruptor. This one, a blast flies down. Puppy, welcome to a double kill in the mid lane attack. And that was the Prophet's first TP to try and influence these fights, and it was unsuccessful.
I mean, Secret just had much more heroes there.
Which is not what you'd normally expect when there's a Nature's Prophet on the other team, but they were almost like, okay, Nature's Prophet's going to TP in, let's make sure we bring everyone except Beastmaster. 4 Secret heroes commit to it, and they know at most Empire are going to have 4 themselves. They're not going to likely be rotating in Slack this early on in the game.
Under attack.
I'll take that.
So the Nyx has his level 6 right now. Bottle level 6, so
Beastmaster has his level 6 though, so there's Roar online as well on the side of Secret.
He's looking for the Beastmaster. He's expecting to find him farming the camp near the secret shop.
He expects correctly.
And he's still got a long time left on this Vendetta. Question is, can he do this by himself?
Prophet TP, yeah.
Like, there's your stun. Prophet, yeah, he's TPing up just above it. Can Team Secret bring help in? Universe still very tanky. He's got Roar available. Actually, not anymore. He burnt too much mana, but Pylai Dai might be giving it back in just a bit. He's still short, and the cold embrace is there from Puppy. Pylai Dai will sacrifice himself. Half-Life wants to finish this job, but he may not be able to when the open wounds, the extra help. Aposhka's going to go down. Envy's Rage allows him to attack through that untouchable. And they want to go for more.
He finds a dragon.
Oh, lucky duck.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He actually has the perfect timing for it as well, because this timing will allow him to kill off the small black dragons, and then he can take the primary one, which allows the camp to respawn again to get another set of dragons.
Is he killing it or infesting it?
Oh, he's infesting it.
Okay.
It was the other black dragon right below it.
All right, here we go. again.
Put a smile on that dial, Winter. Come on, it's all fine until the glimpse happens in the mid lane. OD pulled back, proper TPing forward. Universe instantly roars onto Afterlife with the ball. He's been slowed down. He stays very close, so there's no way to Sprout protect himself. In fact, he tries to keep Arteezy, the primary source of damage, away. Where are the axes? There's not enough mana. He's short by 10 mana. Universe can't ensure the kill, but now in comes Black Dragons. The Game of Thrones currently belongs to Team Secret. As the Dragon, he does have to expend it almost instantly, but a kill is a kill.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So there was a bit of miscommunication there. Like he prisoned himself when they roared on the Prophet. Otherwise, they would have been able to kill the Prophet very, very easily.
Winter is coming by the end of this night. Ramses, he's still having himself a really good time over on this Lank. This hand of minus, he said, like it's getting closer and closer. But Team Secret, we're 8 minutes in. You were saying this when we're talking about the draft gods. Team Secret don't really have a great tower pushing lineup. Like you normally make space with the Black Dragon and take out the creep wave. But as you see, when Universe has his small little Call of the Wild army, they can push down this tower quite nicely. 4 heroes together, and there's no trade-off.
And the early game just went a lot better for Secret than you'd expect with this draft, at least in my mind, when the Enchantress and Nature's Prophet are just like the key aggressors. And on Secret's side, they just got so much out of that mid lane, where the rotation from the Winter Wyvern with the smoke and the TPN from the Lifestealer just completely caught Empire off guard. So thanks to the early game going a lot better, Secret actually find themselves in a position to take objectives.
Yep, and Relocate's coming online right now, so it's going to be very, very dangerous for Empire.
What a time to have that happen. Actually, they don't even bring anybody else. It's the dangerous of the gank of the smoke mid, and Scandal just used his stun and Spike Carapace, so they instantly follow up in towards the Raw, and Scandal will lose his life, and that'll probably actually mean the tier 1 tower as well. Ramses jumps in, they find Arteezy, leashing him inside the storm. And now Puppey, he has to curse over an Afterlife. They're going to glimpse Universe back into this fight. Puppey can't do much more with the split blast. Maybe he can. Afterlife, the boar is going to kill him off at the end of all of this. Puppey will still die. But Team Empire get a good counter initiation off, and they bring down 3 heroes of Team Secret.
Yep. There's King R. That Static Storm, and just instantly blowing up Arteezy was just so good.
Dire's middle tower is under
and
attack.
the difference maker is Ramses in this fight, compared to the last fight, he wasn't here.
Yeah. Randy looking to go in mid-Poshka here in the mid lane.
And he's actually going to get the kill as well. Again, this Enchantress does not play well with Lifestealers.
This is much less gimmicky than what we saw, like complexity with the Lifesteal. This is what we saw, like some of the teams doing at Star Ladder, where it was like VGR running the safe lane farming Lifesteal. You go for this phase, drums, likely an armlet to follow up, and yes, you go in these ancient creeps, but you're popping out at the first possible opportunity. You're not trying to maximize your like radiance or your iron cell damage from your ancient creep. It's just fight as a Lifestealer as soon as possible. The ancient creep is just like a temporary magic immune body that you can fulfill and then get the infest nuke.
Now, Team Secret knew this was coming, and luckily Tether does not care about the bounds of electrical field. They have 2 Observer Wards watching that top river area. They also saw the fact that Team Empire just placed down their new obs. So Vision staying up for Team Empire is going to get harder and harder, but they try and find themselves another kill. Pylai die, silenced up, thanks to the storm. This time he will not be able to tether himself out. And they do find that kill on the IO.
And this Disruptor pick is working wonders for Empire right now. Netting them so many kills.
This Disruptor player, King R, has just been... he has impressed me as far as...
Give him any support. I want to see him in every single support to see how he works.
It's one of those players, like, before this tournament, like, you saw Empire playing, like, some of the lead-up tournaments, the online matches, and you're like, yeah, like, he seems like a solid support. But when you're seeing him do what he's doing on LAN now against teams like Secret...
Little Scandal. He didn't realize the Sentry Ward is there. The glimpse taking Arteezy further away, making sure the Scandal can escape safely. That's actually kind of funny. It looked like Team Secret really wanted to go for that, but Envy ran into the lane and then just started farming the creep waves.
Is he going to get another Black Dragon? No.
No, it's a Thunder Hide.
It's
maybe
like,
not so great.
The weakest creep, probably.
Yeah. I may not even want to infest it. We'll see.
Is under attack.
No, he's going to do it.
Yeah.
Ancient is an ancient.
Sure. Put the Frenzy on your OD, perhaps.
Are they still really going to have enough damage to deal with this? Like right now, we've seen most of the time Envy pop out of the Ancient willingly. Yeah. It's not something which Team Empire have been forced to fight into.
The Thunderhide is just like an ancient that you can ignore. But again, if it's on top of you, it means there's a good chance that Envy's going to be popping out and just trying to kill you with his rage.
Okay, how do you tank up Roshan? Infest an Ancient. Then use OD for all your points of damage. The Sentinel's coming in from the Enchanters, however. This may not be so easy as Team Secret would like it to be. There's Puppey. Oh, nice curse! King R! You can see the respect given to the secondary support, and the Splinter Blast instantly disintegrates him. They have to back out now. Roshan's down at half-life. And Eternal Envy is currently still in ancient form.
Dire's middle tower is under
What do you do against that? Okay, you impetus it. That's the way to do some level of damage, but you still have a big army up here for Team Secret.
And Scandal, very difficult to initiate when the sentry's just there. It's like Ancient Creep and a Sentry Ward just scouting any movement towards the pit, so it'll be an uncontested Roche.
Now Manatisi has the Aegis Immortal, will buy its drums up as well with the conclusion of that. There's still one primary hero for Team Empire, which is far beyond the net worth of any other hero of Team Secret, and that's the Slark. Fresh Blink Dagger, fresh Midas, what does he got to do now?
Keep farming. Like
Yeah,
he just needs to keep progressing in terms of his items. At some point, might even need a BKB against the OD, like Skadi, BKB.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He needs a lot of items this game. They need to draw out the game, like with the Prophet and the Slark keep pushing, and hopefully the rest of their teammates can actually buy enough time for that to happen. They don't have very good deep push though. That's my issue with their lineup right now.
Yep.
They have very good catch, but don't have good deep push.
Feels like even though he went this Blink Dagger, he's not going to be looking to actively fight with it. If anything, it helps him kind of maneuver around the map, push a bit, farm a bit more.
Naposhka just denied that mid tower with just the Saturn's basic attack. Underneath 4 heroes of Team Secret, but they're looking for some revenge. Revenge for game number 2. King R, the Observer Ward, he actually just stops, almost like he wants to accept his fate. And the Winter Wyvern again, Puppey, that's now his 4th kill of the game, and moves quickly to the top lane. Splinter Blast this time around, high in the levels very quickly, good at D-pushing.
So right now, like the Slark still has a lot of items that he needs to get, so they need to help him like get pickoffs, if possible, to speed up his item progression.
The Blink Dagger will help, like, once you're in a fighting shape, being able to find the IO.
Relocate.
Yeah, they're coming up to the
the
top
tail was
lane.
there.
Well, that wasn't the right play. OT lost his friend very
Puppey is
quickly.
ultimate.
Yeah, Puppey is going to come in. He's got Curse available, but he can't see Ramses. He has to cold embrace Arteezy. They don't have enough damage until the Dark Pack comes in. Now the Curse over on Ramses. Arteezy's got space. Does he turn for the ultimate? Not going to do it. They just back out instead. You're okay with this. You just, like, you lost your IO for a relocate that didn't really work. You've still got Universe forcing out that bottom lane. With all the money he's picked up, he's almost got the level 3 Necro.
Empire is swarming 5 heroes towards this lane.
Beastmaster, oh wait, if they can wait just a second longer. Universe Slave, his Blink Dagger. He's trying to go to the shop to pick it up and then join this fight.
He doesn't have the best mana pool to work with. Has
No, he doesn't.
a Roar with TP at most.
Well, unless he just triggers, he triggers the Essence Aura from Arteezy straight away. That will be one way. Pilot I can give him some extra. Actually, Puppey's also got mana in a moment too.
It's still overall, like, that was a win in the top lane for Empire. A lot of secret rotations. They counterplay the relocate, killing off the IO, Slark getting involved in the kill, and it's just space and time where they can keep on farming, because very much this is an Empire team that wants to play towards the late game.
Yeah, they were reading the situation very well. Like baiting the Prophet, they know that the relocate is going to come in to try and pick him off, and they were there ready for that gank to happen.
Arteezy's looking for a kill. The Observer Ward for the Radiant side is a little bit too closer to the river, so it doesn't actually see Secret's movement here. And in fact, I don't know if they scouted out Scandal going down, but the OD will now just imprison the mid and keep Team Empire looking towards their tier 2 tower.
And for now, Secret have gotten very little value out of this Aegis, and that's just come down to Empire moving around the map incredibly well.
It's happening. Like, the Father of Dragons has now arrived. Eternal Envy has metamorphosed himself. Question is where he wants to use this. Like, normally you try and creep skip. Actually, they're going to come in and try and kill him. Like, the Prophet TP's forward. The relocate's coming. They need a stun, and the OD imprisonment will apply that. So this TP out will not work, and Afterlife, that was a short life.
Yeah, that was perhaps some fatigue or something kicking in, because that was a very
What was he
weird
trying
TP.
to do anyway? Like,
I don't know.
They can't kill the dragon.
Now Arteezy may have
call that
another
an
opening up on
RTK
top
TP.
lane. Puppey's rotating over as well, so Maposhka, Eternal Envy, starts the open wounds, and Enchantress, that was one attack from Arteezy. Very simple to finish the kill. 2 heroes lost. You can't let fatigue kick into you. Yeah, it's probably been a long day, but they're actually the ones that didn't have to play a full best of 3 before this, and this is elimination. There is no second chance here. You're out of the group stage if you lose this game.
Yeah, they really just need to kind of slow things down, but also just prioritize not giving Secret these opportunities to find these free pickoffs.
Oh, nice glimpse. Wow, Scandal to get the head off with Disruptor all to Universe. Damn, he's actually really tanky, especially when Cold Embrace, and they actually get that curse onto Scandal. He's so low, but Ramsey's going to come in and try and finish the job. Universe, he will be brought down. And Scandal will be able to survive.
He stole enough stats that Beastmaster didn't have mana for the roll.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And they just need to keep doing this, like get pick off, make sure they split up the map, and just keep progressing in terms of items.
At some point, Ramsey's just going to be a massive threat that Secret don't have a good answer to, because something the panel kind of highlighted when the Slack was picked up is there isn't much control to deal with this Slack. There's just the Roar, and that's something which you can't always rely on if he's well timed on the Dark Pact.
Unless you get a Hex, I guess, at some point on the OD.
Well, that may be a reason too why he's picking up the Blink Dagger. Now Arteezy can do his own initiations once he gets the Hex. Even right now he can do it.
One thing they will have on him is always going to be like having the vision from the Beastmaster Hawk. So sometimes you will be able to see the Slark, catch him out by surprise with a Blink Roar.
And they're going to need to have so much sustain. Like Ramsey's is getting very, very close to finishing up that full Skadi. Like it's his first primary item after having that Blink Dagger and Midas.
And talk about items. I thought Puppy only does this build when he's on 2. Like he even does this on Wyvern, casual buckler, into
Dire's middle tower has
been all supports.
Really valuing that
maybe
team armor, I guess.
Maybe it also leaves the game open a little bit more for him too, because then they can work out, like, does Pilot Eye have a good game? Can he actually build the mech for him? Or does he still do it himself?
I don't know, man. Pilot Eye seems like way too close to build a mech right now.
Oh, top lane. Team Secret prepared the defense. They have the sentry down, which scattered the fact that Nyx Assassin is up here. They'd also assume the same thing. And where is Universe headed off to? He's checking cliff sides for wards. Well, this this granite golem, it may look like a normal granite golem, it may smell like a normal granite golem, but it is not.
And yeah, they saw Scandal with the sentry, so. For Empire, it's hard because they can't really maximize their farming efficiency when you're playing against the IO relocate. Normally you'd see like 4 heroes head top while Prophet farms elsewhere on the map, but if you do that, you're perhaps just playing into Secret's hands with the pickoff.
Only Slark can actually do that at this point, like everyone else can't, because Slark is like the slipperest hero that Secret would have trouble catching up. The rest of the heroes have to be very cautious.
Tower is under attack.
But Secret right now, like, they don't even have to worry about catching someone out. They're taking all their early objectives they're looking to get. This tier 2 tower on the top lane, it stays numbered. And they're not coming to defend it. In fact, Empire, again, are looking to dodge.
Yeah, they want to take trades where possible until they finish. Like, Slack hasn't actually finished that big item, the Skadi, just yet, so he's not really in the best fighting shape.
But you saw the ping instantly come out from Team Secret after that. Like they're attacking top lane, they ping the bottom lane saying, we have to defend this. They're coming down here. Question is, can they get the roll in time?
Lifesteal is already sending his Ancient Creep towards the bottom lane. He's got a bit of a journey ahead of him, but Empire aren't swift with taking this tower.
Oh, they have the Blink Roar here already.
Yep.
He's going to set up for his team.
Here they come. Lifestealer is also arriving from behind. He's going to tower the Slark. And looks like King Arm, the roll will be going on him. The Wyvern actually denied the tower. And the big double stun! Artesian Universe caught out! They're inside the storm. King Arm is going to go down. But it looks like you're going to lose maybe the Nyx. No, it's White Carapace. They'll save him. But now Eternal Envy wants to get him to fight. This Nyx Assassin, he's still alive. Looks for the stun. Not going to happen. Envy back to base in time.
This Disruptor again.
Glimpse back on with no Winter Wyvern for that fight. He got glimpsed back to the top lane. And then that Blink Impale from Nyx on 2 heroes. Holy crap, that was some incredible. Again, team coordination and just the team play coming out of Empire is just impeccable.
The reason why you give Scandal comfort heroes.
Yes.
The Nyx Assassin pickup.
And that was something Winter saw the hero and he's like, oh, Nyx not good mid against OD, but you don't pick Scandal heroes to win his lane. You pick him heroes that can win him win Empire the mid game.
All this work to charm. They create space. They take out the bottom towers of Team Secret. But Team Secret still have a lot to play with, but this Slark is becoming a beast. So coming over on the courier right now is the remainder of his Skadi, and he's still got another 500, 600-ish gold to play around with, but it's also the other space created. Like Afterlife, He built the mech very early on to make sure the Team Empire was ready to try and take these fights, but now he can start building his split push items. He's building into that Maelstrom as his next item.
This is starting to look good for Empire. If they can actually transition in the next 10 minutes even more items and the Slug building more items, it's going to be really difficult for Secret to control the Slug in fights.
And for a long while, it looked like it was going to be just the Slug on the side of Empire. Like the Nature's Prophet and Nyx weren't really keeping up in farm as core heroes, but after a couple fights like that in a tower or two, suddenly Nature's Prophet is back up there with the Beastmaster, with the OD and the Lifesteal, at least kind of just a small bit of net worth behind them.
And the Nyx and the Disruptor has been doing so much for the team. Like otherwise, the Slug and the Prophet wouldn't have so much space to actually farm and just progress in their items.
All right, so you're in Team Empire's position right now. Your Slug is getting bigger. You're looking to take fights. Can you actually properly force it? Because the Enchantress, you're not really feeling the power out of her just yet. Or do you continue to dodge? Like last time I asked you about the Slug, like what does he do? And you're like, farm. Farm is the key thing here. Can Prophet keep creating space for Slug to do this?
I think farm is the key thing, but you have to pick your fights at some point. Like you want to be able to still kill heroes and just slow the tempo of Secret because they are on the dire side. If you let them just do whatever they want, they're going to eventually get Roshan and Roshan and Roshan, so you don't want that to happen as well.
But picking heroes off when you're playing up against a Beastmaster, if that Hawk is in the right position, you're going to have a real issue with vision.
Yeah, that's why picking their fights is very, very crucial.
I think if you're in the Empire captain shoes right now, the one thing you're saying is, yeah, we want to try and pick and choose some fights, but whatever we do, don't overextend, don't get overconfident, because that's something Empire have often kind of fallen prey to. And you've got this pause now to kind of take a breath, make those kind of at least mentions like, okay, yeah, let's be ready to contest a Roshan. Let's be ready to counterplay these relocates. Let's even look for a smoke play, but do not dive for kills. Do not get too overzealous.
It's actually fun to see Team Empire's facial expressions. They seem to be so happy. Like there's nothing but smiles across the board right now.
Yeah, I mean, and the other thing that we didn't really talk about, I think it's like we always mention that Empire should just split and just farm, but they even went for a mech on the Prophet, which also means that they wanted to fight like a few minutes, like 5 minutes ago, they wanted to fight. That's why they went for, like, you don't go for a mech on Prophet early if you want to keep dodging.
All right, so right now the issue, just so we can explain to everyone at home, there's currently an FPS issue, which is trying to be worked out, but the admins will be making their way up to see if they can resolve things. This game is already getting like late at night. I'm wondering if Team Secret is starting to like feel it. This, like, it's the worst kind of thing when you've got the momentum, you're feeling you're okay. I know like right now the Slark is a problem, but and that might be nice to have some time to talk about it. But the rest of Team Secret, like, they must be getting tired. Like, they went through a pretty grueling series earlier today, even though like that second game was quite quick.
They've got to be, like, after those last couple of fights, they've got to be very concerned. Like, they've, I believe, seen the Skadi pick up, they have a ward up top on the Slark, and they're probably looking at this like, holy crap, this guy's ridiculously farmed. We don't really have a good hero to match up against him. We talk about the OD who can build into a scythe. You've got the Blink Hex, you maybe throw in some extra lockdown, but these kind of items are a long ways off, and Secret are gonna like, Secret can't just sit around passively farming. They still need to be, to some extent, trying to find pickups, using the Beastmaster role, using the relocate. That's kind of their approach to this game. They want to be able to create those kill opportunities that can lead into objectives, into, most importantly, I'd say, the next Roshan.
So that's the critical thing. We all our points keep coming back to Roshan. That's the primary point for him. Stopping Team Secret, gathering it for themselves if possible, just to deny it, and allowing for bigger fights. All right, hopefully we're going to get back in. We're only missing one player from either side at the moment. Going to make that just one now for Team Empire.
I think big picture-wise, like, Secret don't have any one key item timing that's coming their way that's going to completely change this game, in my mind. Like, they've got the Blink Dagger initiation, OD, I guess, can hit some of those big carry items, but there's no like, oh, they get this one initiation tool, things are going to be all right, so.
Looks like we're going to try.
Okay.
Almost. Pilot eye called for a moment. Like, we were so close to actually continuing this game. still funny that we can hypothesize about everything that Team Secret will be doing in the future.
I mean, if you go towards like Ultra late game, like Wyvern with Refresher. Yeah, why not?
Now we're talking about real hypotheticals.
Are we going to do that whole thing? If you explore every single option, you've got to be right, at least.
All right, we're back in the game now.
It's the Barney Simpson way of doing it. Just keep trying to hit that until you actually do it. Tier 1 tower's not going to go down, so we are restarted. And this will be the removal of the last Tier 1 tower of Team Secret. They held on to all of their outer towers for so long until now this point. And Team Empire, they ain't stopping. They're coming for that Tier 2 tower.
Yeah, and something Winter pointed out, like having a mech really suggests you want to fight and continue fighting. On the side of Secret, you had the buckler, but no upgraded mech just yet.
And you can't really dodge this. You actually look at... Oh, okay. They're having a crack. Puppey, there's your Raw, gonna go on Scandal. Can they burn enough mana off him? He doesn't have Vendetta anymore, and there's your Curse. Trying to turn 1 into 2, but the Spy Carapace, okay, Envy just pops out of the Black Dragon. There's your way to find the damage. Afterlife, someone cut through the tree line. Afterlife! Just gets the TP out in time, while Ramses, he's got space thanks to King R with this Storm, but he can't do the damage to Arteezy. Both the Glimmer Cape, as well as the Cold Embrace coming from Puppey, keeping Artur alive.
One thing I thought Empire were not going to do was kind of overextend, but one missed Impale and Empire quickly find themselves in a bit of a precarious position, but managed to cut their losses. Just the Nyx who goes down.
Yep, more importantly, the Slug just gets out and again, like, he's the key hero. Like, he needs to just keep speed pushing the map, keep getting items. Like, everyone else can just die apart from the Slug. Like, he just needs to be able to just keep farming.
Okay, so the Slug gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Apart from Scythe on OD with its Blink Dagger initiation and the Blink Dagger initiation of Universe, what more do you need to commit to kill off this guy while still being able to fight up against Empire? Do you need more items, or do you just start using your abilities and just hope you still have enough strength to fight the rest of Team Empire?
I think apart from the Scythe, BKB on OD is also very important because of the Nyx and the Disruptor. So as long as you can get to that point with the OD,
so we can actually start doing damage.
Yeah, then you can do damage and control the Slug much better.
Sentry's down, they see Scandal. Arteezy gonna prep, but they have no follow-up to this. That was just a defensive sentry ward in case he was there.
It's something we've seen both Game 2 and Game 3 with the Nyx Assassin is every single time Secret they scout at all his rotations with the sentry wards. Pylai die, it's just been on point.
Is smoke and go? Where's the vision? Scandal sitting there, the smoke's gonna break, Universe jumps in, he's got the gem on top of him, and Scandal very quickly eliminated, and they may go for more. The blink forward from Arteezy finds the imprisonment. Puppey is waiting with the curse, but it's Ramses, one of the slipperiest heroes to kill off, and they are not catching that fish.
Oh, they're looking for a glimpse back.
They got it too. Puppey pulled back in. He can't get out of this one. He tried to actually Glimmer Cape up. The OD imprisonment from Arteezy will buy some space. Even the movement from Universe. Remember, oh wow, that curse. It's got to keep the Enchantress under control. The Cold Embrace. Puppey, he just stays alive a little bit longer, allowing Universe to do more and more work. Finally, Puppey will die. But they turn basically almost a guaranteed death of Puppey into yet another kill.
That was such a good play by him, even though he died. Like, he cursed the targets behind and he immediately ran over towards the area there so to protect himself. He bought so much time for his team to actually finish the other heroes off.
Pilot Eye pick up that rumor for the Treant. He just gets it.
Yep, so Ramses is going to have his Skadi BKB. Blink Skadi BKB, like I suggested earlier. Like, these are the items that he really needs in this type of game. Talk about hard to kill. Like, now it's going to be even harder. Or even close to impossible as long as he pops his BKB.
Well, that's the trick, isn't it? Get that BKB off. Normally you do see it coming until like that moment. And the Beastmaster's like, I'm fairly certain he's there. Blink forward with and like, boom, boom.
Scandal playing so brave up against the gem.
So close to everything as well.
I mean,
he doesn't mind dying is the thing.
He needs to do that.
Yeah, he's playing like the bounty hunter role where you roam around a bit. Yeah, he's got more farm than maybe a bounty hunter would, but...
And the timing of it is perfect too, because he's trying to find information for Team Empire. Team Empire is smoked up, looking to jump Artur, and they're going to get it. Relocate, save that. It doesn't come in time. Only a fraction of a second too short. Now Pylai die.
Yeah.
He'll have to rely on Ghost Scepter and Tether away, but he needs more time for this. Triggers the Ghost Scepter already. And then Tether up. They'll glimpse him back though. There is no escape. Team Empire will punish them, taking not only the 2 hero kills, but also the tier 2 tower.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And looks like Empire, well, they don't need to go for more, do they?
They could go for Roshan, perhaps. As a...
Probably the best target. Like, no OD and Aya for a while. And they managed to have that fight too without Ramses having to expend his 10-second BKB.
They don't roast that. Okay, yeah, actually, let's say they don't roast particularly quickly, and with Secret's respawn time is happening very fast. It's not exactly a safe play to make against the Beastmaster Hawk Vision. So
it might also be the respect to the fact that the Wisp can relocate out, like the OD, so they'll be straight there in the fight. It's not even a question of, oh, we respawn and then we walk out. It's they're right on top of the fight.
Again, it's Scandal just roaming around, not worried about going down too much. Just going to rely on his fast fingers to blink away should he get scouted out by a Beastmaster gem, for example.
Speaking of Beastmaster, he's got really like a hell of a lot of net worth. For an Aegis Prophet that's just having a lot of time, like fun split pushing out, this Beastmaster is still 28 minutes in with level 3 Necro Book, like that gem, which was purchased by Puppey, of course, but the Blink Dagger also on him. Like, he's got practically everything he was originally looking for.
Yeah, but he hasn't really gotten a lot done for his team, like so far 28 minutes into the game. Like
that's like because every time they're dodging, right?
Yeah, the Prophet and the Slug split pushing has made it very difficult for Universe to find openings. Like they haven't really been using relocates offensively that much either, because Universe hasn't been able to set up a roar for the relocate to happen.
Well, what else does he really do? Like, does he try and buy a Shadow Blade so he's got like 2 different forms to try and find an initiation? Or is it just like into something more like BTs?
I
kind of like that Shadow Blade idea.
No,
I don't think he will. But.
I actually think that they need more heroes to actually push the lanes. Like maybe the Beastmaster has to be more proactive at pushing the lanes. I understand that I mentioned earlier that if you're on a tempo controlling hero, you want to not show yourself on the map. But when the situation becomes that the team can't really deal with all the lanes properly, the Beastmaster has to help push. Like because OD doesn't even push lanes. Like OD and Lifestealer, they don't push lanes fast enough to create opportunities for the Beastmaster to actually look for ganks to happen. I mean, if you notice Bulldog, the way sometimes he plays his Beastmaster, he takes up a lot of farm. He keeps split pushing and he keeps putting pressure on the opponent.
Puppey, it looks like he just wants to Glimmer Cape himself into that mid lane. Splinter Blast keep him out for now, and Envy comes in with a Thunder Hide, but that's Lark. He does quite a fair chunk of damage, combining it with the Enchantress too. These Ancients are no longer really a scary factor.
Yeah, just look at all the lanes of the creeps. Like, they are always on the side of Secret. They need to be able to deal with all the lanes better. Push
Here
out the
comes
lanes.
Secret again. They're going to do Rush. They're going to be quick about it. Luckily, well, actually, that's Afterlife with a Blink Dagger and ability to TP anywhere across the map, so that's not so good for him. And this Roshan, or Secret, they're going to be quick enough. They take Roshan, the Aegis Immortal, into the hands of Arteezy, and Team Empire will not try and chase them out of the pit.
At least they're going to be able to get a tower at top and keep the speed push going.
Dire's top tower has
That's the
fallen.
final outer tower as well.
And it's, even with that Aegis, it's still Empire who are in just a much stronger position.
If you look at the Golden Experience as well, like their position is over 5k on both graphs.
Yeah.
They're just using the map much better, like using the advantage of the heroes being able to push out lanes much faster, the Slug and the Prophet especially compared to the OD and the
They've got
Lifestealer.
Slark who can't really die at this stage, and Nature's Prophet who's Nature's Prophet. You're pushing out all the lanes. You maybe can get caught if your opponents are like on point and predict your movements, but
that's why I'm suggesting that maybe the Beastmaster has to help push out the lanes. Like just take more of a lane pushing situation where you need to be able to just push out the lane first and see what happens. Like maybe let the Wyvern plus the Lifestealer roam around and try to set up kills because you are able to push faster than the other heroes.
I think Lifestealer could have even gone for like the Maelstrom build to push out a bit more efficiently, or is that?
Oh, here goes the dragon.
He still needs more in the team fight. Now Envy,
oh he got stunned.
Perfect timing on the Storm. No ability to get into rage.
He actually got stunned. He got stunned first before the Storm.
Yeah, if you time it perfectly, you can actually get it before like rages and BKBs.
There's a slight cast time.
Oh, that puts Envy on the sideline, 50 seconds. But the Aegis Immortal is still in the hands of Team Secrets. They still have like double Arteezy for the next fight. Now Arteezy is still insanely big. Like with a BKB and a Blink Dagger, he's still gonna be able to stand in the fights and do his work.
Yeah, but Empire can always choose not to give the fight to them.
Yeah. Just wait out the Aegis the Immortal. Like they've only got to wait another 3 minutes.
I mean, they're more than happy to do that. Slug gets more items, why not?
He's already finished up his Moonshard with another 1k gold on him.
Yeah, he just needs like a lockdown item next. The Basher, I imagine.
Basher into Abyssal.
Yeah, more or less. Like those are
He's
the
found a
best
target.
items.
You're going to find Arteezy. Ramses starts the attack. The pounce actually went up and leashed Pylai die. Even though the imprisonment took him out of play for a little bit, Pylai will now Ghost Scepter up. And Afterlife will arrive just to ensure the kill as Arteezy leaves his teammate to die. Looks a little clowny, but that's the mechanics. They're going to go for more? No. Team Secret just trying to force out the lane a little bit more, but it's bottom lane where also Maposhka is ready to add pressure. Like, all lanes are starting to be pressured out apart from the top lane, but Afterlife's there.
Even the Enchantress is just helping out. Like, Secret really needs more heroes to push out the lanes. If they cannot deal with the lanes, there's not much they can do to move out from their base.
It's actually Wyvern doing a lot of pushing. Wyvern has 3.6k gold all of a sudden, but this is not a hero that can do much with farm. Like, yeah, you've got...
Refresher.
It's not Refresher. It's going to be Blink.
Winter's Curse is not what it used to be. If this was the old Winter's Curse, I'd be like, yeah,
He's waiting to have buyback. Like, his surplus is now just over the amount, so he can have a Blink Dagger and still have buyback.
Okay.
And look for the glorious Blink Curse. Like, that's kind of the play, because then it gives OD time to steal out that intelligence and be a big player in the fight, and not just rely on, like, Universe to do all of the work for his team. But she's going to be doing a lot of work still. Like, he's still got 2.7k gold on him as well. And Empire know this. That's why Empire are not like, hey guys, let's just go up to the high ground. This should be a piece of piss.
Yeah. Secret's a team who will look to come back into the game through buybacks when they're behind. And that's something Empire is showing a lot of respect towards. They're not going to go for any kind of a high ground siege where they can...
Oh, top lane. The curse. That's a little off. That. Where's the extra attack? Send him out, and now, oh, Nyx Assassin. He's so quick with that haste rune. Vendetta up, and King R's also, yep, he will complete the TP.
Space created.
That has been Scandal, like his motto throughout this tournament.
How do you attack him now? Like, what do you want to do? Build a defusal? Okay, that's one way to do it. Blink forward and find Scandal. The Observer and Sentry, which is a little bit further to the southwest, revealed his position. And now space has been removed.
Yeah, that was not... Scandal just didn't really expect there to be a ward there, so...
Looks like the Assault Cuirass is also approaching completion here for Lifestealer. So these team fights are getting stronger and stronger for Team Spirit. Even though
Spirit,
we still have to...
You mean Secret?
Yeah, Secret.
Relocate.
Shout out to Goblak if he's tuning in. But the Slark is still 8,000 net worth. Ahead of almost everyone. They're going to put this to work right now as the IO picked up in the bottom river.
Secret can hit like AC on Lifestealer with Hex on OD. That's where they may look to smoke up around that timing, try and get a high priority kill with a Blink Hex.
You got a Hex on Afterlife now.
Yep.
If Team Empire can get the vision beforehand, you just TP your Prophet and he blinks and instantly takes out the OD.
They can get all those items, but still, getting the fight is also the biggest problem. Like, getting there, like, using the items.
Getting a fight where they're the ones getting the jump, finding a hero like Slark, if you can, with the Blink Hex, that just seems like a long shot bet.
If only they had a Beastmaster Hawk, it would be so much easier. The life is too hard. I should get, like, Assault and Shivers.
Okay.
They're looking for anything that's going to give them strength in this team fight.
I guess picking up a Shiva is very much like, okay, we're going to play for even further into the late game, because I think Secret are desperately going to need that Hex at some point in this game.
So Team Empire happy to keep this lane, the lane split. Make a very, very passive style of game, but Team Spirit, Secret, if you have, it's now going to be a tick.
It's getting late, Toby.
It's going to be that real bad nervous tick. Team Secret, you've got all these items. It's nice for team fighting, but do you then force it? Like, you're still running around with an ancient abusing Lifestealer who has some wonderful items, but cannot use them on anything apart from like, oh, I'll just farm up a wave. But you'll never win in your efficiency up against a Slark. Actually, Empire's going to like satisfy the need. They're coming in with a 4-man smoke gang.
Yeah, for Secret, they want to just keep playing around their ability to take Roshan as they've done. But that's going to get trickier and trickier as Empire build up a number of big items. They've got 3 4-stars. This Lifestealer is going to struggle tremendously to deal any kind of damage in a team fight.
all about the kite.
Also, items that just make it hard to get
Envy.
those Winter's Curses off.
Well, that's one way to scout it out. He's going to go into the granite column, but now Envy, that impetus damage, Puppey needs to keep the distance. Envy will raise, he's going to be pulled back in again, and well, the relocate. This time the save will be good from Pylai Dai. Ramsey's also expending that BKB of his. OD imprisonment. It's all about the protection as Miposhka, he's left hanging around a little bit too long. They're going to let the Raw go, and this Enchantress, even with a next stun, it means they can maybe turn this into 2 heroes. Half-Life's rotating back over, gives the mech, they OD imprison up 1. But now the rest of Team Empire are back in for the fight, and Team Secret, they hide inside the base.
Man, that Sprout was so good. That Sprout from Afterlife. This lifesteal is not having a good time at all.
Yeah, good luck to 4-star Sprouts. And it also kind of takes, it takes away an item slot in some ways. He almost needs to have a Quelling Blade just to deal with Sprout, but
I'm sure.
What do you do? You Battle Fury, Arteezy, trouble. Pylai Dai needs to give him more life with the Cold Embrace from Puppey. They do create the space. Arteezy, self-imprisonment has to be used as well. Envy still on the front line. Ramsey doesn't need the tower, but Arteezy will finally go down. No buyback available, so he will not be helping his teammates out in this fight.
Oh my god, did you see how he killed him? Like, he popped out of the Astra and it was damaged, and he popped 5 Carapace and he ran up next to him, so he couldn't blink away. Man, that was so well played by Scandal.
Ramses with 31 stacks of Essence Shift now can push very quickly.
Oh, really nice follow-up stuns. They actually used the Spike Carapace when Puppey was going to split a blast to get the initiation off an Envy. He's down. Oh, the relocate again. Pylai Dai, the second saving grace. Ramses, you're in very deep here. Underneath the tier 4 towers. Can they find more? Universe is down. Team Secret are starting to unravel late into the Filipino night. They've lost 3. They lost their mid-racks. They may lose more than this. Look at them go. Empire. They're making a beeline. They can sniff victory. They can sniff taking out Team Secret in their first official tournament with this new roster and eliminating them before they even hit the playoff.
There's no Puppey for a minute now. He just died back into that fight.
And they found Envy in the trees. Shouldn't have followed HY's advice, and now Team Secret, they are staring down the barrel of a GG 2-1 victory for Empire. And again, they face up against Megas soon. Arteezy, what do you even do? You can't do anything. You've got no other heroes. They have to accept the fact they are now fighting Megas.
And they're now out of the tournament.
They accept the fact it's over. Team Empire take it out. We had an amazing game number 2, but Team Secret, it just isn't enough. The team that 2-0'd them in the first game in the group